Hey, welcome to another video on expected value lotto, where we look at Georgia Lottery scratch tickets and their expected values or payouts. It is new ticket release week here in Georgia. It is February 2021, and we just got the new Monopoly for Life series. And so in this video, we are looking at the new $2 Monopoly $1,000 a week for life. And that would be nice to win $1,000 a week for life. We're getting into money where, like, if you lived a pretty frugal life, you could take this and just not work or volunteer or whatever you wanted to do with your time. We're getting into decent money on this ticket, I think. It is a typical number match game. I do really like the design of these tickets. I'm a Monopoly fan, so seeing all the little tokens that you would move around the board on here is fun. I'll mention this again. I mentioned it on the last video. I just wish that they had come up with like a funner way to play instead of just matching numbers. I think they kind of missed an opportunity there, but it is a number match game with two symbols. You can find the Monopoly Man for double the prize or the train for 5 times the prize. Also, there is a second chance on this ticket, and so that will increase the value of the game a little bit from what I have listed in this video. So just keep that in mind. Now over here on the right we have the odds and the prize structure. Overall odds on this ticket are 1 in 4.28, and I don't want to say typical prize structure for a $2 ticket. The prize structure is a little worse than a normal $2 ticket. What I really don't like to see is this $2 prize here. We already have the ticket prizes, which are worth $2, which are just a bummer to get. Nobody likes to get ticket prizes. And then we have to deal with another $2 prize before we get into prizes where you actually make money. I think that's a little ridiculous. And I'll go ahead and mention these low dollar prize amounts here. I really wish that the Georgia Lottery would not. I think the lowest prize that a scratch game should offer is at least double your money. I think that should be the lowest prize that they offer. I would rather play a game with odds of like 1 in 6 or 1 in 7 and know that I'm going to get something worth cashing in when I win, rather than getting all of these ticket wins and $2 wins and $3 wins. I hate that. And you'll see on the next screen just how much game is played right here in these junk prizes. But anyways, I do notice that about the prize structure. Another weird thing about this game's prize structure is that the prize categories are the exact same as the $1 ticket, with one exception, this $5,000 prize down here at the bottom. And other than that, everything is the same, I guess, except for the ticket is worth $2 instead of $1. But I found that really weird. Now the odds are different. It's easier to hit, one of these mid-tier prizes than it is on the $1 ticket. But just really weird that the prizes are the exact same as the $1 ticket. Now the top prize on this, of course, is the $1,000 a week for life, and that makes this series of games a little difficult to determine the exact value. I did send an email or a comment or whatever into the Georgia Lottery website asking what is the small print on the for life prize? Is it really for life? Like, if you win this and then you live another 60 years, are they going to pay you $1,000 a week for 60 years? Or is there some kind of limit, like 20 years or 30 years? And so I'm assuming that there is some kind of small print. We just don't know what it is, which makes it difficult to determine the actual value of this top prize. So I'm assuming that it pays out for 20 or 30 years if you don't die before then. And so if it paid out for 20 years, after taxes, you would end up with about $728,000 total. If it paid out for 30 years, you would end up with a little over $1 million after taxes. But again, just like on the $1 ticket, the odds of hitting one of the top prizes are really, really super long. It's almost 1 in 4 million, just like the $1 ticket. So, don't expect to win this. Once again, you're way better off, saving your $2 until Fantasy 5 gets up to, $1 million or $1.5 million. And then, the odds of winning Fantasy 5 are like 1 in 800,000. If you bought 2 of those tickets, your odds are 1 in 400,000 of winning $1,000,000. So yeah, the odds on winning this are just really too long, I feel like. Now here on this page, this is what I was talking about earlier. The odds of winning one of these junk prizes where you don't at least double your money, there's 3 prizes you have to wade through to get to the actual prizes in this game. So there's the ticket, the $2 prize, and the $3 prize. The odds of hitting one of those are 1 in 6.26. Now the overall odds on this game are 1 in 4.28. So that means that the odds of winning $5 or more are pretty long, 1 in over 13. So the average player is going to be in $26 to $28 before you see a win that doubles your money or better. And so I don't really like that about this game. Like I said, I wish they would just make the odds a little tougher and give us more decent prizes instead of so many of these low dollar junk prizes. Now on this page we're looking at the payout per prize amounts, and what this column over here on the left tells us is that for every $2 the Georgia Lottery takes in for selling these tickets, tells us how much money they're going to pay back out to pay off these prizes. So for example, the $3 prize here, for every $2 they're taking in, they're putting 10 cents back in to pay off the $3 prizes. And you can see all the amounts here. The one thing I will point out is that the $5,000 prize, almost no value in it at all. There's not even 1 cent worth of value in this prize. So another kind of junk prize there, unless you win it, of course. But anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play optimistic on this ticket, and I'm not going to use the numbers here for the 20-year payout. I'm going to assume that this pays out for 30 years and that the top prize is this $1,000,000 prize. And so you can see for every $2 the Georgia Lottery makes for selling this, they would have to end up putting back in about 28 cents to pay off this top prize. And if you do add up all of these prize amounts, including the top prize here, you come up with a total payout on this ticket of about $1.57 for every $2. So, after looking at the ticket yesterday, this is kind of, about where I expected it to be. I was a little surprised yesterday because I kind of expected the payouts to be a little bit higher on these tickets, and they are higher than normal if the payout is for 30 years. If that's true, then the total payout on this ticket on a dollar per dollar basis is about 78 cents on the dollar, or 78% payout, and that is really, really good for a $2 ticket. So yeah, I mean, I'll put an asterisk by this because we don't know for sure, but this could be a really decent $2 ticket for whoever wins the top prize. Now here on this page, what I like to do is separate out the top 1% of prizes and just recalculate the ticket based on the bottom 99% of prizes. And the reason I like to do this is because this is where most people are going to be playing, in this ticket to $30 category, or range of tickets, of wins I should say. And so it's just good to reset your expectations. And this is where you kind of see that these tickets are very tough. You have all of these prizes $30, well, above, I should say above $30. It's going to be really tough to hit. The $30 prize is split between the top 1% and the bottom 99%, with most of the value being down here for the average person to get their hands on. But you're not going to see wins probably in the top 1% of prizes here. So if you're playing this game, you're probably playing down here. And if you add up just the values here in these bottom 99% of prizes, you come up with a new total payout on this ticket of about $1.14. And that's about 57 cents on the dollar, 57% payout. And that's really tough. Now, while the top prize on this ticket is really good for a $2 ticket, everybody else pays for it. And so just know that going in, that this is a tough ticket. My advice would be, don't go crazy and play too many of these, because you're going to be losing quite a bit of money on these tickets. Now here, on this page we show, the last year's worth of $2 tickets plus the $2 tickets that, according to the Georgia Lottery, still has top prizes out there. And you can see here, 78 cents for a payout is really good. I mean, lately we've been seeing the range, anywhere from 71 to, I guess, about 70 to 71 cents is pretty average. Every now and then we'll see something that's 72 cents, like on the Jumbo Bucks Classic. And normally that's probably the ticket that I would play, the Jumbo Bucks Classic here. And you can see that the bottom 99% of value on the Jumbo Bucks Classic is even tougher than on this Monopoly ticket. And so yeah, I mean, this is definitely not a bad ticket, I think, for $2. Yeah, I mean, I do like the structure here where, there's less money here that you have to deal with and more money here in the top 1%, a higher top prize. And the reason I like this kind of structure is because if lightning strikes, I want it to be on a ticket like this, where I pay $2, get $1 million. That's sort of how I look at the lottery. I'm not really that interested in playing tickets like Space Invaders, where if lightning strikes, you get $30,000. To me, that would be a little bittersweet. To win the lottery and then to win such a low value top prize. So, this is probably the ticket that I'll be playing if I buy a $2 ticket, the Monopoly $1,000 a week for life, just because the top prize is so appealing. I will say again, though, that the odds are way, way crazy, crazy long odds. Before I play this, I'll be watching the Fantasy 5 drawings. So, that's kind of my take on the Monopoly $1,000 a week for life. I will, again, I have one other thing to say, and that is if you're going to play it now, because you can see top prizes have been going quick on these $2 prizes. Space Invaders came out a month ago. It's already halfway played out. The Silver came out a month ago, already 80% top prizes gone. The 3 Ways to Win, already all the top prizes are gone, so don't play that one. If you're looking for other $2 tickets to play with top prizes, I mean, the Spooky Cash, if you can find it, might have some top prizes left. And then other than that, like Jumbo Bucks is probably where I would be playing. And maybe the $10 or 10 times the money, that's also a pretty decent. Well, I say decent, it's not really that good. It's pretty low, so maybe not 10 times the money. But anyways, yeah, that's it for the Monopoly $1,000 a week for life. If you do play this, good luck on it. Hopefully you'll be winning some of those top 1% of prizes and maybe even the top prize, $1,000 a week for life. So good luck on these. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for another new ticket.